Are you thinking about starting a blog or a YouTube channel, but you can't decide which one? In this video, I'm going to share with you some facts about blogs and YouTube to help you make the right decision. So keep watching. Hi, my name is Lindsay, and on this channel I make videos about YouTube tips and tricks and how to monetize your channel, and basically anything related to YouTube. So if you're interested in growing a YouTube channel or learning more about YouTube, please consider subscribing to this channel. Make sure you click the bell for notifications so I can help you grow your channel successfully and know more about YouTube. If you enjoy this content, please give it a thumbs up and share with a friend who might also be interested. So both video and blogs have been around at least a decade, and a lot of people have grown blogs and become really successful with blogs, especially fashion blogs or blogs about cooking or traveling. But also people have started to grow YouTube channels, and now as we get closer to 2019 and 2020 and beyond, people are thinking, okay, should I start a YouTube channel now instead of a blog? Which one makes sense? So when it comes to blogs, you have to think, do you like writing to begin with? Is writing your strong suit? Can you keep people interested and engaged in your information, in your articles? And do you really enjoy writing about a niche topic or a specific topic week after week? Because when you're growing a blog, you have to be an interesting writer, but you also have to write it every week or at least on a consistent basis to see it grow and to give a reason for your readers to subscribe to your blog. Additionally, when you have a blog, you also have to be creative and usually learn some photography skills and learn how to edit your pictures and things to put on your blog. And one other thing that a lot of people don't think about when they start a blog is you have to have SEO knowledge. SEO means search engine optimization. So for example, when you might want to look up a recipe or you might want to look up something related to fashion and you type it into Google, you might have the first page of Google come up and you might have a list of 10 different websites. And what do? You usually pick something from the top 5 because you're like, oh, if it's in the top 5 of Google, it must be pretty good, right? But guess what happens? On page 2, page 3, page 4, nobody goes there, right? They say the best place to hide a dead body is on page 2 of Google. So keep that in mind. So when you're starting a blog, if you want it to be found, you need to know how to make it show up on the first page of Google. And that requires some specific knowledge of keywords, description, metadata. And if you don't have this, your blog could get buried among millions of other blogs out there. So let's skip over to video now, okay? As we're getting closer to 2019, 2020, and beyond, Forbes says that most internet content is turning to video, and almost 80% of what people consume on the internet is video content. And YouTube says year after year, they have 100% growth in mobile viewing of their videos. And blogging is just not seeing that type of growth as much. Most of it is going to video viewing when it comes to consuming information on the internet. And another reason people enjoy watching video is that video typically looks good across all different device platforms. So desktop, laptop, mobile, usually video conforms to your screen easily. Whereas sometimes when you go to a blog, depending on what a website is hosting the blog, sometimes half of the blog is cut off so you don't see the whole blog. Or sometimes it's too small, sometimes it's too big. It just depends on your phone, the device, and not all blogs show up as well as video. And most people are consuming information on their phone these days. Also, what kind of content typically goes viral? Video content. You don't often hear that a blog went viral. I don't even know if that's even possible, but I guess maybe an article. But it's so much easier for video information and content to go viral than a blog article. So also with video and on YouTube, if you start a YouTube channel, you also have to learn how to do YouTube SEO. But I really feel it's a lot easier to stand out on YouTube when you learn YouTube SEO, because instead of, for example, on Google, if you make a blog, and you have different articles you have to compete against, there's no picture of each article unless you click on it. But with YouTube, for example, there might be multiple videos with similar titles, but with all different thumbnails. And if you're able to make a thumbnail that's really attractive and people want to click on it, you're more likely to stand out and get clicks and views and subscribers. So you have at least a way where you can stand out against the other competition if you have a nice creative thumbnail. If you don't know anything about YouTube SEO, I recommend taking VRA Academy, and I have a link down below in my description for you to get more information on that. But it's super helpful for learning how to rank your videos which means make them show up at the top of YouTube search. And once you learn how to do that, you can rank any of your videos. So I highly recommend checking that out. So when it comes to blogs or your YouTube channels, I highly recommend more going towards YouTube as you're going into 2019, 2020, and beyond, because most of internet consumption is moving towards video. And I think it's the best use of your time to do a video. But at the same time, you could attach a blog to your YouTube channel. Though I think growing both at the same time could be a bit of work, but it can be done. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think is best to start in 2019 and beyond? A blog or a YouTube channel? Or what are you going to start? Let me know in the comments. And also, I want to give a shout out to my new subscriber, Fancy Pants Media, for subscribing to my channel. And I want to let you guys know that they have an awesome channel you should check out. They also do a lot of media, YouTube tips and tricks and strategies, photography, videography, and they have an excellent channel, very high quality. I highly recommend them. So I'll put a link to Fancy Pants Media YouTube channel in the description below for you guys to check out. And if you want to be featured in one of my YouTube videos, just leave me a comment below and subscribe to my channel, and I'll pick one channel for the next video. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next video.